A Canyon Speedmax CFR.
Triban RC 120.
DT Swiss Arc 1100 wheel set with a disc wheel.
Triban aluminium shallow wheel set.
Shimano DR2 Ultegra 12 speed.
Micro shift. I've got 8 gears, 8 gears.
Wow. But what is the performance advantage of all this speed? How much faster can you buy yourself?
And perhaps, are the cost savings of this cheaper bike worth it if you hate the bike?
Okay, so we are doing a 22-kilometer loop with a bit of a mix of everything, some flat and fast, some twisty turny, bit of climb into, so the whole lot, and we're going to do it as hard as we can. Maybe 70.3 pace.
Yeah,
we don't want to go crazy. Okay, Mark, how much slower do you think the Triban is going to be than this?
It's particularly unaerodynamic in comparison to yours and very heavy. I'm going to say at least 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Let's go 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let's go 2 minutes.
Okay, we're going to give Mark a 2-minute head start, and then I'm going to try and catch him, and then we'll flip it afterwards. So we see whether he was right.
All right, let's do this.
All right, Mark. Ready?
Okay.
Steady. Go. I'll be waiting here.
Oh no. Good stuff. Didn't really think about the gears. That's going to slow me down.
As you can see, I am on the Canyon Speedmax CFR. It's pretty much the best bike money can buy. In fact, it was ridden by Ironman world champion Sam Ledlow when he won the world champs in Nice last year. Features computationally designed, wind tunnel tested, high aerodynamic tubing, ultra thin carbon fiber. It's got Shimano Ultegra DR2 12 speed on there, and we've upgraded it with a DT Swiss Arc 1100 disc wheel. It is the best money can buy. It weighs in at just under 10 kgs and costs a cool 11,300 pounds. You could upgrade it a little bit more with some ceramic speed components, but honestly, just like this, it'll do.
I'm on the Triban 120 from Decathlon, which costs just £449. It comes complete with Shimano Tournai 8-speed group set, tubeless ready wheels, but weirdly without tubeless ready tyres. It also comes with a bell and lights. It's not actually the cheapest bike you can buy from Decathlon. They also have the Triban 120 rim brake version, which is 100 quid cheaper. They also have another cheaper one yet again, which is the RC 100, which is rim brake and has less gears. But let's be honest, you're doing yourself no favours going without disc brakes. Yeah, and this bike weighs 11.3 kilograms, and gotta be honest, I'm feeling every one of those grams extra. And of course, we are triathletes. We're comparing this to a triathlon bike, so we've made this a triathlon bike too by popping some aero bars on, which we grabbed off Amazon for $14.99. Hopefully they hold out. I'm monitoring my power and trying to keep it stable. Obviously we have whacked power pedals on the bike, which has significantly increased the cost of this bike, and also bike computers. So we're monitoring all our data, looking forward to comparing it at the end.
Man, I love this bike. It's been a long time since I've taken it out and really put it through its paces and ridden it hard. Oh, and I missed it. Got my position dialed, so comfortable. The power just flows.
It's a really weird feeling. For this kind of power that I'm putting out, I'm just used to a speed that I'd get from that, kind of cutting through the air on a triathlon bike. And I'm just not. It's really depressing. Like, I'm riding through treacle. It's really annoying. out good power and just not cutting through the air like I'm used to. Oh, it's hard going.
And across the line.
Yo.
How was that?
It's pretty slow going.
I was feeling for you on all those headwind sections. I thought, oh man, he's not very low in the front end there.
You know what? I was actually surprisingly comfortable. So, actually, yeah, it felt good, apart from when we hit the headwinds, and it was just, I was so used to the speed we travel at for given power.
Yeah, you can
like
just cut
cutting
down.
through.
Yeah.
And it was like, just going through treacle.
I have to say, I probably pushed it a bit too hard. It's the first time I've taken this bike out and put it through its paces for a long time. And that feeling of absolutely tearing down those country lanes.
Interestingly though, I was holding you off, I think, at the start, on the and then we got onto the straight
when we
bits.
got onto the straight headwind bits.
All right, time to swap over, I think.
Do we have to?
I would like to, please.
All right, lap 2. Now I'm on the Triban. See if I can hold the same power again.
You pushed it on that last one.
I felt so good on the Speedmax. I might pay for that on this one. We're gonna get the same head start?
I reckon 2 minutes.
You reckon you can catch me on
Well,
that?
it depends if you're pushing that power again. Blimey.
Well, I'm gonna give it a crack.
Yeah, go for it, mate. Well, enjoy. You ready?
Probably not. All right, let's go.
Go on, mate.
Go.
You picked up your groceries yet?
Oh, it already feels slower.
That was a bit nicer. Good effort, mate. How was that?
Hard.
It's not quite so much fun, is it?
No, significantly less fun. Especially as soon as you saw me on the river with loose aero bars.
Hey, go on.
They ended up there at one point.
Maybe you're pulling too hard.
This one, yeah, pulling too hard. Ouch.
Oh, let's grab a brew and
Crunch some numbers.
crunch some numbers.
Okay, we've recovered, had a cup of coffee. 2 very hard efforts, actually, to be fair. We both left it all out there. First, our subjective results. I gotta say, I absolutely loved tearing it around there on the Speedmax. It's been a while since I did that. I really, really enjoyed it. I would actually happily go out and do that again tomorrow. On the Triban, not so much. I was uncomfortable. I was fighting with the bike. I had the aero bar going all over the place. Like, I just didn't really enjoy it.
It's also the little things like having to reach for the gears. I haven't had to do that for a while. Yeah. I sound very spoiled saying that, but it was like, oh God, like you're moving around all the time.
They're also not nice levers for the gears. The actual action of changing the gears is not pleasant. I know, again, that sounds really spoiled, but it's not pleasant.
That stuff adds up over
it does.
Like an Ironman.
Over obviously. An Ironman, yeah. Okay, let's get to some times. So for the Speedmax, it took me 35 minutes and 42 seconds at an average power of 322 watts and an average heart rate of 145 beats per minute.
That's your 70.3 power, is it?
It used to be.
Yeah, well, yeah,
it was a bit optimistic these days.
Good, though. Good going, good work.
It was a solid effort. To be fair, though, I put the same effort in on the Triban. In fact, my average heart rate for the Triban was 8 beats per minute higher than it was on the Speedmax. My one pedal didn't work, so I don't actually have the power, but I'm pretty sure it was higher, or at least the same, on the Triban. But I was 3 minutes and 47 seconds slower over those 22 Ks.
All right, so I started obviously on the Triban. My time was 39 minutes and 34 seconds. Average speed of 34.7. Power, 258 average. All right. Then on the Speedmax, my time was 36.05. Average speed, 38.1. However, my power was actually a bit lower. 232. So I actually pushed 25 watts extra on the Triban, but I was 3.5 minutes quicker almost on the Speedmax, which is
for significantly less power. That is mad. And in fact, the difference in this was more than we were anticipating. I didn't expect it would be this much. I mean, that is substantial. In fact, if you extrapolate it over an Ironman, for me, that's nearly just shy of 30 minutes faster over a 180 kilometer Ironman bike leg, just by swapping your bike. Everything else was the same.
And mine wasn't too dissimilar, 27:30 over an Ironman distance.
So you can buy speed, significant amount of speed. You can buy half an hour on an Ironman. How much does that speed cost? Well, we worked that out too. For me, £6 per second.
Mine was £6.50 per second.
So you can buy speed, but it's not cheap. It adds up very, very quickly. However, there's another aspect to this that I think we probably need to point out, because as we've said, I would happily go and ride again tomorrow on the Speedmax and do that again and do that regularly. In fact, I sit here after doing that and question why I don't do it more often. I've got the Speedmax in my garage. Why do I not ride them more often? It's so much fun. And if you told me to go ride the Triban again tomorrow, I probably would find an excuse not to. And that's a big factor. When you have a bike that you really love riding and you really enjoy it, you're going to ride it more, you're going to enjoy it more. And that 29-minute difference might actually turn into an even bigger difference because you spend more time out on it and you enjoy it. And of course, there's all the mental health benefits and everything else that go with it. So is £6 per second money well spent? It actually might be.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, I was actually quite impressed by the Triban. It wasn't terrible. I was comfortable, and it's a versatile bike, so I can understand absolutely why someone might
for a first bike, nothing wrong.
But I definitely felt more dialed on that Speedmax.
I mean, you do get what you pay for, don't you? Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let us know your own experiences on cheap versus super bikes, if you have any experience on a super bike. We are quite lucky in the job that we do. Thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to GTN so you don't miss any of our videos.
See you next time.